Hello all. Today we are going to talk about Java. As we all know, Java is a programming language. Java is developed by James Gosling with its colleagues Therese Worth, Wade Frank, Mike Sheridan, and Patrick Nocton. Java is developed in 1991 by Sun Microsystems. It took about 18 months to develop. Firstly, it is called as Oak. Java named oak by the name of the tree, but later it renamed as Java. These are some features of Java, and Java works on different platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. It is one of the most popular programming language in the world. It is easy to learn and simple to use. It is open source and free. It is secure, fast and powerful. How do we say Java is a secure language? Java creates one program known as bytecode, which is non-executable file and can be saved with .class file. We are going to see this concept in the next videos. With the help of that bytecode, we can say like Java is a secure language. Java is a portable language. Portable means program written in one platform can be run on another. It is also known as platform independent. So Java is a platform independent language. These are the applications of Java. Java is used to develop different mobile applications, especially Android. It is used to develop desktop applications, web servers, and application servers. It is used to develop games and for database connections. Java is a two-stage language as it compile and use interpreter also. Java is a OOPS language as it uses OOPS concepts. OOPS means object oriented programming language. So these are the concepts in OOPS like class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and data abstraction. Today in this video, we are going to talk about two important concepts, class and object. As you can see here, the car is a class and Honda, Toyota and Audi are the objects of the class. What do we understand by it? As we can see, car is a basic type and Honda, Toyota and Audi are the types of the car. Are you understanding? These are the types of the car. Means car is like a skeleton and these are its value. So class is a template for objects and objects are instance of the class. Class is a template and objects are the instance. Yes, class is a blueprint for object. Before we create objects, of course we need to define the class first, right? As we want to know what is Honda, what we say? It's a car. Means what? Firstly, we should know what is car and then we will know what is Honda car is, right? So what is class? When individual objects are created, they inherit all the variables and methods from the class. Of course, all the features of the car will be inherited by these types of the cars. Means objects inherit all the features of the base class, means like the class. Everything in Java is associated with classes and objects, along with its attributes and methods. As we can see here, we have given the basic syntax of the class. As we can see, here are the different variables and different methods. We can define n number of variables and n number of methods in the class. As you can see here, we have defined like type, variable name 1, variable name 2, type method and parameter list of the method 1 and method 2. In the same way, you can define n number of variables and n number of methods. As we have seen the example of car, the car has different attributes such as we can say there are the different variables like weight and color and different methods like drive and drag. We can think like of the class like a sketch of a house. House contains about description about the floors, how the door should be, how the window should be, and based on this description we build a house. So house will be the object. Since many houses can be made from the same description, we can create many objects from a class. To create the class, we use keyword as a class, as we have given the keyword in the syntax also. So let's see one example. So let's create a class student, as we have given a keyword as a class here. So what we will define next? Yes, variables. So what will the variables of the student class? Will be the roll number. So for now, let's define the roll number as 3. There should be the name of the student, then marks of the student, and method. So what we do, we can use this method for calculating the average of the student. So let's add that method. Now we have created the class and we have defined the variables like roll number, name, marks, and the method like the average inside the class. Now we will create the objects of the class student. So for that, we will create the objects inside the main method. So let's type the main method, and inside the main method we will create objects. How we create the objects? It's a syntax. What is the syntax of creating objects? It is the class name, object name equal to name, class name, and the braces. So in our case, how it will be? So what is class name? It's student. Let's give object name as stud1. What is name? Name is a memory allocation operator. It helps compiler to tell how much memory we should allocate. We are going to see this concept in the next video. So let's type what's next? Class name. Let's comment this line. Let's create one more object. Same procedure. Now as I have said, objects inherit all the methods or all the features of the class. So let's see if it is right or not. What we will do, we will print the roll number using object. So we will use print method, and inside it we will print the roll number using the object. Okay, let's save the program and let's run it. So how to run the Java program? While running the program, first we have to compile the program, or for compiling we use the Java C tool. It is the tool for compiling the program, and then we will use name of the program and .java. Our program is compiled successfully, means there is no errors in the program. For executing the program, we use Java tool. Following name of the program. What's the output? Output is 3. As you all can see, output is 3. We have given here roll number 3, and we have printed the output as 3. We can do same thing with the name, as if I have defined the name as Geeta. Now let's do the same thing with the stud2. means the second object of the class. So for the case of stud2, we will print the name. Now let's run the program. What we will do first, we will compile using Java C, and then we will run using the Java. As you can see, Thri and Geeta is the output. In Java, there are two functions, print and println. Using println, it prints the line on the new line. So if we do the same thing again, oh yes, we should have written this thing here. Now it will print on the next line. Yes, ma'am. So today, what we have seen how to create the class, how to create objects of the class, what is class and objects actually, and basic concepts about the Java. So that's all for the today's class. See you soon in the next class.